wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Afiqah Sabrina binti Anwar, ID number 2020853052 from KBA 2503A. Iraq is an oil-rich country. Referring to that, Iraq's state-dominated economy was driven by the oil sector, where it provides approximately 85% of government revenues. Moreover, the higher oil price also drive Iraq to increase their crude oil production from 3,846 barrels per day in December 2020 to 4,240 barrels per day in November 2021 in order to recover the economy. Although Iraq is an oil-rich country, it has been unable to solve the electricity crisis ever. This crisis was driven by the corruption, mismanagement, and wars. The statement was supported by an article from New Straits Times published on 23 December 2021. The article states that Iraq's electricity infrastructures has suffered from years of negligence and successive wars. Due to that, the country is always facing power cuts. Moreover, the article also claims that the fund total out to 52.4 billion US dollar to pay the Kuwait war reparation is huge and enough to fund the electricity network for many years in Iraq. Apart from that, an article from IHS Markit also addressed that the electricity crisis also arises due to the low availability of power capacity in Iraq. The total of power that Iraq is able to produce is only enough for half of the whole power demand. Referring to that, Iraq has to import power from Iran in order to meet the demand for electricity. Coincident to that, Iraq has been over-reliant on Iran for power supplies. However, due to Iraq's inability to pay the mounting debt on gas and electricity supplies toward Iran has limited the power supplies toward Iraq. This situation caused more frequent power cuts in Iraq. On the other hand, an article from CIPRI Policy Brief also highlights that the electricity crisis becomes more tense every summer due to the fact that rising temperature will increase the demand for electricity. In relation to that, Iraq will have more frequent power cuts and blackouts since the demand for electricity exceeds the supplies of electricity. This electricity crisis eventually affects the economic development, especially in investment. Unreliable power supplies make the field become less efficient and less profitable for investors to invest. Apart from that, unreliable power supply will also disrupt the production since most of the factories use electricity to generate the production. In my opinion, the government should take this crisis seriously and take a proactive action to develop an efficient power system. Besides that, the government can also seek for advice and also work with the local or foreign experts to reconstruct the electricity sector by reconsidering renewable sources of energy like solar energy or nuclear energy. This crisis must have a solution for the sake of socio-economic development. I think that's all from me. Thank you.